Hello guys, and welcome to the 166th episode of the Final Fantasy XIV Let's Play. So last episode, we did one of the few dungeons that we have left before we're going to have to progress the story, and we unlocked the Conjurer. So, today, one of the things that I want to do is... Okay, so we have rubber. I want to get our first dungeon set for Conjurer for once we reach that point. So, we have that. Now we need Growth Formula Alpha, and we need... Here, let's head over to our fellows over here. Head over to our retainers over here. Oh, that's why. Let me switch my keyboard back to English. There we go. Now we can actually hit our sprint button. Okay. So here we go. Summon Yulo. Okay, now we need to check for our Growth Formula Alpha. Here we go. We have our Growth Formula Alpha, and we only needed one of those, so that's done. Now we need Undyed Cotton Cloth. Do we happen to have any of that? Undyed Cotton Cloth. Right here we have 3. We only need 2. So let's retrieve 2. Now we need some cotton yarn. Hempen yarn, cotton yarn. Retrieve 2. Now we'll need some undyed hempen cloth. 4, so we'll retrieve that. Put that back. And retrieve 3. So we need 4 total. Now we need 2 hempen yarn. Then we need some hard leather. How much do we need? We need 2. So let's retrieve that, and retrieve 1 more. That gets us all of our hard leather. Now we need a ragstone whetstone. Let's sort. And go over to our whetstones. Here we go, ragstone whetstone, and ragstone whetstones. Grab one of those. That's our high quality one there. Now we need some brass rings. Let's see if we have any of those. Copper rings, iron rings, bronze rings, mithril rings. Does not look like we have any rings. No. Okay, well then, let's grab, we need 3 brass ingots. Perfect. Now we need 1 copper ring. We need some bronze rivets. Do we have those? Yes, we do. We need 2 of them. So let's grab that. And retrieve 1 more. Now we need 1 bronze ingot. Copper ingot. Bronze ingot. Here we go. Retrieve 1. No, not 10. Retrieve 1. Retrieve 1 iron ingot. And we need some maple lumber. What is that? Bloody bow room. Okay, that's fine. Oak lumber. Here we go. Maple lumber. We need 1 maple lumber. Retrieve that. Wonderful. Now we need some beast sinew. Animal sinew, beast sinew. Retrieve 1. Now we need beastkin blood. Blood. Okay. Beastkin blood. Retrieve 1. Now we need soiled femur and bone chips. We need bone chips. We need 1 bone chip. And 2 soiled femurs. Beautiful. Look at that. We're almost done crafting already. Okay. Let's pull up our goldsmith and make some brass rings. make 2 batches. Our brass rings. Now, let's see. We need a bone necklace, which is level 8. We also need bone ring, so let's make our bone ring here. Beautiful. Now we need bone necklace. Disturbing. Now we need brass wristlets, which are going to be over here. In 16. Brass wristlet crafting. No, we want the regular brass wristlet. Maybe it's here. There we go, yeah, brass wristlet. Oh my god, I love the little treasure box. That's cool. Okay. Okay, brass wristlet done. Now let's switch over to, let's sort these as well. There we go. Switch over to carpentry. And we want to make ourselves a nice round shield. Beautiful. Lovely little round shield. Now let's switch over to leather worker. And make ourselves some hard leather shoes. No, hard leather boots, not shoes. Hard leather thigh boots. Hard leather boots, right here. Hard leather boots done. Now let's get some hard leather ring bands. Draw over here. Beautiful. Now let's switch over to our weaver for the rest of it. Well, not the rest of it, but almost the rest of it. Make ourselves a hempen robe. Some cotton tights. And now let's switch over to make our wand. But we're going to need to wait to upgrade our wand into a budding maple wand, I believe, because it's going to use the one that we have right now and upgrade it into one that is only available to level 11s. Okay, so we'll keep our stuff as they are right now. And switch over to conjure. Beautiful. Now, let's see. Let's desynthesize this. Double check we're not Inferno Axe. Yeah, we can desynth that. Can we sort this? Beautiful. Not as beautiful as I would want, but still. Hamlet Cutter's Axe. We'll keep that. This we can desynth though. Ash Mask, Lapis Lazuli. We're not going to use that anytime soon, so let's do a desynth then. Carpenter's Hood, Leatherworker's Hat. No, that's all fine. Okay. Cotton Half Robe. We'll want to keep that because we're going to be using that soon. There's go. Yeah, that's fine. But we're going to move this to our inventory for now. Heavy iron, yep, we can desynth those. Oh, nice. Okay. Velveteen tights. Okay, let's return those to our inventory as well. Felt breeches, yes, let's return that to our inventory as well. We'll figure out what to do with them later. Okay. Our new boots. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, and then here, goatskin targe. Yes, we can. Let's retrieve the materia from that. And we'll keep it for now, but let's move it to our inventory. Or here. Brand new earrings, weathered earrings, not desynthesizable, fang earrings. We don't need those anymore. Desynth that. As ear cuffs. Let's desynth those as well. Heliodor, those give us... No, we don't want those. We'll desynth those. Brass ear cuffs, we can desynth those as well. Mithril ear cuffs as well. Yeah, we'll retrieve the materia from that. And desynth it. That as well. And desynth that. And we'll sort. Whoo, lordy! Okay, we got a lot of stuff here to desynth, so let's go through. Brass gorget. Yeah, we'll desynth that. Brass choker. Diamond choker. No, we'll keep that. Brass choker. We're not currently using it, so desynth it. What's that being used by? Me? I don't know what that's being used for. Brass gorget, okay. Ah, here we go. Switch to recommended gear. We really need to fix that. Okay. Yeah, that's not good. Okay. Switch back to Andra. And where'd it go? Not currently being used, so let's retrieve. And desynth it. Goshenite. Retrieve. Decent. Very clearly want to decent that. Circle of Divine Wisdom. We'll keep that for now. A Hero Necklace of Casting. We'll keep that as well. Mithril Choker. That seems reasonable to keep. Raptor Skin, yeah, that as well. Danburite. Yeah, let's retrieve the materia and decent that as well. This Sveen one, we definitely want to... Desynth it. Heliodor, we'll desynth that as well. And this one we want to. Oh, that's very helpful. I didn't realize that was a button that I could press. Very nice. I appreciate that feature. Desynth and desynth. Yep. Thing. Retrieve the materia. And desynth it. And now let's sort. Oh, Lord. Okay. Okay. Not these. This one. Heliodor. Desynth it. Goshenite. Retrieve. And desynth. Mithril of Crafting. No longer using it. Okay. Let's go here. And we'll want to drop off some duplicates and stuff, but we don't want to drop off the stuff required for the Budding Maple Wand. So, let's quickly pull up this. Budding Maple Wand, we want to keep Growth Formula Alpha and Beastkin Blood. Entrust duplicates. Beastkin Blood. Ghost Formula, okay. Growth Formula Alpha is not one of them. Now, trust that, trust that. You know what? We can make more if we need it. Oh, okay, never mind. Fine. Well, trust that, and 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 trust that. Okay, wonderful. That clears up my inventory a little bit. Now let's sort. Pull up my little buddy here. Hand over the Battlecraft Demi Materia and hand over any of these that he'll take. Go Sardine. Okay. So we need to make enough space for these 6 types that aren't currently able to be held there. So, let's take this helmet crab, this tiger cod, these pieces here, interesting. That gives us 5. Just need 1 more. What other thing can I steal from here? Yeah, we'll just gather more once we need them. Or here, remove those from the saddlebags. And put these in there instead. Sort. Trust, and we know we give that to her. We'll give that to her as well for now. Beautiful. Now this, we will desynthesize the entire stack. I hope you guys enjoy this riveting gameplay of me killing my inventory. I know it's very exciting. Desynth the entire stack of that. Wonderful. Now sort, and then we'll sell these later. Okay, now back to our inventory cleanup. Okay, we're not using that anymore, so we can desynth that. Sveen, let's retrieve the materia. And desynth it. Retrieve materia. And it's okay, I don't mind if I have to make these again in the future, because I find it fun to craft these things and gather the ingredients. So, we get some of the materials back, so we can do things quicker in the future. And ninja, oh god, we really need to get ninja some better gear. Turn that to our inventory. Decent. Because, we get some of the materials back, and then we have fun crafting it again in the future, And we clear up our inventory and don't have it so messy. Go sort. Yes, and we'll figure out what to do with that later. Sort this. Don't want to take any of those apart. Aetheryte rings we want to keep as well. That we want to keep. Zircon though, that we can desynth. Damn. A lot of stuff on there. Let's retrieve that materia. Oh my god. Why did I meld so much onto it? Oh, that's cool. Apparently I can link my party finders in the according to Count the Money. A lot more materia just hanging out than I thought. It'd be nice if I could just click desynth and it would allow me to extract all of them before desynthing. Though then again, I didn't realize you could even extract or retrieve material after you put it in, so that's pretty cool on these, right? There we go. Okay, much cleaner inventory now. So let's pop over all of these. And after's competence, do we have anything we can take out of here? What was this used for? Like, why did I buy so much? I bought it for a bunch of gelatin. Let's get rid of it. No, wait, I can have an idea. Turn that, sort this. Okay. Brass loach. Have retainer cell items. 79 gil. Let's get rid of that. Okay, now let's entrust with duplicates. Not the beastkin blood, we need that. Beautiful. And we will turn over the Dawn Wrist guards here. Beautiful. Goatskin targe. Yeah, we'll just keep that for now. Belt and breeches will be synth. I don't think we'll actually need this because we'll get better stuff later. So let's desynth that as well. Velveteen tights, retrieve materia. That we will keep, though, because I think that might actually be useful. There we go. Okay. Nice. Now, for shits and giggles, quick tongue, battle dance, piety. I don't remember what piety does. I think it increases the amount you heal. Piety, stat, FF14. Secondary attribute that affects MP for healers. Okay. So piety, or piety, I don't know. And those are from crafting ones. Quick arm, spell speed. Now, savage aim, savage might. There. Okay, now, look at what we're wearing here. And let's see if they have any materia. Slots, nothing. Okay. Okay, but the stuff that we have here does. But I don't know if they can take higher level ones, so just to test it, we'll grab this. No. Not even this can. Okay. Sweet. So let's put that back to our saddlebags. And into our wristlet, let us put our quick tongue. Can't take any more spell speed, but we can put in piety. But not a second one. We can put in some Heaven's Eye, though. Cotton Tights. We could put in some Quick Tongue. And piety. Sweet. Now let's put these away. And we've actually freed up some space. Lovely. Okay, now, yes, the other thing that we can do, we don't have to do it here, we can just go here. Battlecraft Supplier, Disciple of War, don't care, and sell that, and sell those. And that gets us a few thousand pieces of gil. Wonderful. Here we go. Okay, let's go do Trial by Earth now. Now that we've cleaned up our inventory a bit. Oh yeah, and let's, while we're at it, repair that. Repair our friendship circlet. And repair the Aetheryte earring. Wonderful. Now we have our nice new gear, along with our gear for once we hit level 16. Replenished the earth. Beautiful. Oh, look at my demon brick. Just waddling on the ground with me. You're doing great, my little demon brick. Is that what I can do? I want to do this one. Oh, I thought it was the bigger one. emotes. Welcome back, Armoury. The elemental whispered of your accomplishments. How did it feel to confront that embodiment of Earth, to endure its onslaught? Has the crushing power of this element shaken the very marrow of your bones? Corruption occurs when the land's wounds are prevented from healing. In vanquishing the tainted spirit, you permitted the Earth's energies to flow unimpeded, and to nourish the land once more. Can you not sense the strength of the Earth returning? Already the land begins to heal. Thanks to your actions, that field will once more bear bountiful crops. When next you have reason to call upon your art, look back upon this task which you accomplished. Experience once more the grinding weight of the Earth's fury and revel in the memory of life, flowing anew through the land you helped restore. With such thoughts shall your understanding of nature continue to grow. I hope you were paying attention, Sylphie. See this adventurer here? Armoury came all the way from Stillglade Fane just to hear my lesson. You would do well to learn from his example. If you wish to become a conjurer worthy of the name, you must make an effort to study nature. You attend me, young lady. Why should I bother studying nature? I can conjure already. See? You have a rare gift for healing, Sophie, a wonderful gift, yet there is more to being a conjurer than... But I don't want to do more. I want to heal. I am good at healing. You can't make me do those other things. Sometimes I wonder why I even try. Sylvie joined the guild shortly before you came to us. As you yourself just experienced, she possesses a prodigious talent for healing. Indeed, despite her tender years, I know few conjurers who are at her equal in that field. Alas, nature, the very wellspring of her power, holds no interest for the child. When she should be by rights be learning about the land, she prefers instead to wander at healing people on a whim. You, in contrast, have been a most attentive student. I have taught you all I know of the element of earth. You may report back to Brother Isumi and tell him as much. Thank you. Let's see. Do we have any hunting logs here? Midge swarms and microchu. Okay. Peace Garden, both in Peace Garden. Let's head to Peace Garden. Peace Garden is up this way. Midge swarm. Here we go. all of North Shroud done for now. So let's head over to Opodania. So Serpent Gate, and here we go. Joy of Pictomancy. Here we go. Culver, you have returned, but tell me, how did you fare under Norland's expert tutelage? Have you delved deep into the earth and felt its suffocating weight, its life-sustaining vigor? Such experiences will serve you well. And have you aught else to report? A fledgling named Sylphie casting healing magic upon you. How kind of her. I must confess to sharing Lola Nell's frustration with the girl. As you yourself has witnessed, Sylphie possesses a natural talent for the conjury of mending and restoration. Alas, her gift appeared to have blinded her to the need for study. She outright refuses to learn about the natural world. She knows nothing of the elements of earth and wind, and is incapable of conjuring even the tiniest pebble or the faintest breeze. I've tried upon numerous occasions to explain to her that conjurers who are ignorant of the source of their power pose a risk to themselves and others, but all to no avail. But she continued to deny the debt she owes nature and indulge in ever more reckless displays of power, and there is every possibility that she would create a dangerous imbalance. Needless to say, I am presently at a loss to know how such an eventuality might be prevented. A thought occurs to me, Armoury. It may be that your encounter with Sylphie was ordained by the elementals. Should you chance to meet her again, I ask that you strive to impress upon her the importance of opening oneself to nature's voice. Mayhap she will listen to you. But we have discussed our wayward young friend's education enough. Let us speak instead of more willing pupils, namely you. The progress you have made does you great credit, Armoury. Though you are yet new to the art of conjury, you are no stranger to nature's embrace. Considering all that you have learned, I hope you understand the true significance of these words. Nice! I got a magic stick. Now. And I have Asuna. Oof, love to see it. Okay. Okay, let's descend that. Already have our own maple wand, so let's descend that as well. And budding maple wand, conjure level up. Okay. But we can already put on our things here. Neither of these are desynthesizable, so let's equip that. Can't equip that just yet. But the bone necklace is equipped. We can also equip our shield already. Perfect. Oh, and bone ring we can also equip. Lovely. Wait, though. Brand new ring is better because we get extra XP. So we'll open up our thing here and destroy that. Didn't think about that. Decent. Yep, there we go. Great. So now we have our neophyte ring, our brand new ring, our aetheryte earrings, and our friendship equivalent for extra XP. Beautiful. Greetings, the color. Each time we meet, the part of conjurer befits you ever better. In your previous lesson, you learned about the element of earth. It is my desire that you next become acquainted with the wind. Travel to Full Flower Cobb in the East Shroud and seek the teachings of Hero Wilqui. Though scant few years have passed since her coming of age, Wolfview is a conjurer of consummate skill who was able to divine the will of air elementals with uncommon clarity. I recommend no better tutor for your lessons in the mysteries of wind. Wonderful. And now I have a shield to protect myself, which is lovely. Where is Trial by Wind, anyway? Okay, we'll head to Hoffenheim. Alright, here. Northern Vulture. Let's kill those. Sleep, we do not need any more. Just head off with our naked brick. You must be a Armoury. Brother Yasumi sent word to expect you. It shall be my pleasure to instruct you on patterns of gust and gales. Now, how to proceed? Pray forgive me my hesitation. It was but recently that I attained the title of hearer, and, well, you are my first student. Ah, yes, I believe I have a suitable task for you. To the east of the Sweet Bloom Pier, there is a small spring giving rise to a pool. Go there, and clear the air of the honeybee swarm, which lately took up residence in the area. You seem uncertain. Mayhap you wonder at the connection between my request and the subject of your study? I sympathize, Armoury, but trust me, inexperienced though I may seem, this deed will deepen your understanding of wind. Fine by me. Let's repair. Repair all of our currently worn gear, I don't mind. Means that all of our gear is near 200% durability. Oh yes, let's get away from this, but now that we're level 11, we can switch to Alchemist. Into our inventory here, pull out our Maple Wand. Select that. And we can Great Stride. Make a high quality budding Maple Wand. Much more beautiful. There we go. And this is still a crafting material, or no? Hard to tell. Recipes using this material? No. Okay. Put our stuff back on. Yes. Beautiful. Now just to make sure we didn't mess anything up here. Now we have our slightly better wand. Unfortunately with no materia slots, but we get extra piety, mind, and vitality from it. Welcome back. I take it the bees are no more? Tell me, did you happen to notice any of the Vilekin's preferred flower in the vicinity of that spring? I asked because there were none. Strange then, is it not, that the bees should choose to congregate there? And what has caused this aberrant behavior? Still, your mind and reach out with your senses. Can you feel it? The path of the wind veers from its natural course, sweeping hapless creatures along in its wake. Something is playing havoc on the air currents. Such a disturbance bespeaks corruption. Return to the spring near Sweetbloom Pier and search for pockets of corrupted air. Should you find one, use your powers of conjury to disperse it. Now with my brand new budding Maple Wand. Well done. The wind no longer keens its frustration. Let us return to Fullflower. Okay, this one's next level. Then we have a few things at 15. Okay. I must apologize for exposing you to such danger. The corruption was greater than I anticipated. But it is through such trials that we flourish as conjurers. Now then, Armoury, what did you learn as you struggled with within the air's grasp? You will doubtless have noticed that the air does not strike with the instant crushing force of earth. Instead, it torments one's form, dancing across every surface and leaving tiny thousands wounds in its wake. These are the agonies of erosion. Having experienced such pain, you are now intimately acquainted with wind's capacity for patient destruction. No land is stranger to its power. When you stand under distant skies and feel the wind's familiar caress upon your skin, remember the lessons you have learned here this day. I suppose I should be grateful that this latest elemental disturbance manifested itself at such an opportune time. Only the gods know what I would have taught you had it not. Yet the growing frequency of such phenomena begins to concern me. While it is true that the calamity wrought much harm upon the Twelveswood, I suspect some other forces at work here. I bid you remain wary, Armoury. But enough of these ominous rumblings. I regret to say that your time with me is at an end. Return to Stillglade Fane and inform Brother Isumi of your newfound mastery. Oh, and be sure to thank him for sending me such a willing first student. But we're not quite close enough to get our next level up, so let's check our hunting log for available things. We need to go to Central Shroud. Okay. Here we go. Kugoa. Water sprites. Swarms that are in green tier down this way. Here we go. And also made available our cloak. So let's update that and head over to our gear here and desynthesize our hempen robe. Now that we have only things that we care about in our inventories, let's repair all inventories. Oh my god. 99 fragments of grade 6 dark matter. That is all of my fragments. Fuck me, okay. Go. So let's sort. And Nice. We got access to our next level. So Arbor Buzzard and Fireflies and Vent Branch. Vent Branch is... If this is Vent Branch, where are these things? Fireflies and Arbor Buzzards. Maybe they're down here? Oh, tree slugs. Those aren't even in my list. Where are the fireflies? I don't see them anywhere. They're worth a good amount of XP, so... Oh, you know what? I think I know where they are. They're in here. Yeah. 8,000 XP from that. So now let's teleport here. Oh, but there was one more thing I wanted to do beforehand. Now that we've repaired all of our stuff. Go to our inn room. Go to our armoire. And store. Here, so that they're easier to find. Sort. Gambler's Crown. No, that is fine. Gallant Crown. Paladin. Item level 90. Item level 50. Yeah. Here, let's... Return to inventory. Return to inventory. Return to inventory. 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 And inventory. Here. Sort. Runes. Yeah, that's decent. That. Return to inventory. Return to inventory. Return to inventory. 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 And inventory. Sort. Sort again. Inventory, inventory, inventory. What are these from? Inventory, inventory, and inventory. And the rest of these are from something important. Yeah. Toadskin duckbills. Well, let's retrieve our materia from that. Retrieve another materia from that. And then we'll descent it. Same with the Conquistador thigh boots. We'll descent those. Wait. Brand new. Turn that to inventory. Belt duress shoes. Let's desynth that as well. Move those to inventory. Inventory. Now we need... Hey, let's see. Brand new. Let's put those back into our armory chest so that we can take our gallant stuff out as well. Store item. There we go. Now, let's go back in. Control I. No. We want to / I search brand. Brand new tabard. Here, let's just check if we can put these in. Return to inventory. No, we can't. Okay. Place it back into our armory chest. There. And that means we now have a significantly cleaner thing here, because we only have the eye level 90 clothes, not just everything. Perfect. And that, I think, is where we will end today's episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!